Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Marsya Halim and today's video will be about a book review. First of all, I would like to apologize for any background noises of a child screaming or anything because there are kids in the house and I live in a very noisy neighborhood. So yeah, please excuse that. That is why I'm wearing a microphone, to lessen the noise outside. So brief introduction, my name is indeed Marsya Halim. I'm 19 years old and I am a full-time uni student. I will not disclose the name of my university for privacy reasons, duh. For those of you who do know me, please do not expose me in the comments. Thank you very much. So today's video is a bit special because this is the first video I am doing where I am talking to you guys, which is very exciting. And today's book review is going to be about Psikik by Husna Rosli. Okay, so this book was published by FIXI in 2019. I bought it in 2020 though. So basically this book is about what I would call radical feminism. Basically about where, you know, feminism can go a little bit too far. But this is a dystopian kind of genre type of book, and this is a Malay novel. So basically, the protagonist of our story is Elina, and for context, this is set in a dystopian version of Malaysia. So Elina she is a teenager and she studies at Institute Cahaya. And basically, Institute Cahaya, from what I remember from reading this, is an institute about, I'm so sorry, I forgot. It's basically a school for girls only, and you know, since I'm talking about radical feminism, they basically live in a world where they are taught to be hateful towards men. They are taught to hurt men, and they are taught to kind of dehumanize men in a way, you know. So girls and boys cannot be educated in the same place. There is a school for girls, which is Institute Cahaya, and a school for boys. I don't remember the name. I'm so sorry. I haven't read this in a long time. So basically, she goes on this journey to kind of like, you know, she tests things out. She kind of like, you know, teenagers, as teenagers do, they kind of like they're kind of like figuring their lives out right now. But she, you know, as you can tell from the title, there's gonna be some kind of, I think this book ada macam terkeluar Malay, terkeluar Melayu. There's kind of like a bit of a fantasy element, you know, psychic, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't want this to be like a spoiler filled one because, you know, there might be some of you who haven't read this incredible book, and so I really urge you to go out and get it and buy it because this is incredible. Okay, so anyway, this book, what I really like about it is the pacing. I really like the pacing. Some people have said that this book is a bit too slow for them. You know, personally, I'm a slow reader, so I just like to take my time with books. I think it's okay, the pacing. I think it's very neat and very clean, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know what to say. I think the use of language as well. This is written entirely in Malay. There are some terms in English, but it's written in focusing on Malay. But it's mainly written in, from my point of view, is formal and informal Malay, which basically means like formal is written language and informal is like more to casual kind of spoken conversational language of Malay, basically. So which is, I think it's quite, it can make it really enjoyable for people who like both, because it's not too formal to the point that you don't understand what it's about, and it's not too informal that you can like take it seriously, the story. So that's what I really like about it. There's a bit of a problem with in my opinion, I'm not judging Husna Rosli. I love you, Ka Husna, I really do. I admire her work so much. Go and check out her YouTube channel, by the way. Who's at Husna Reads. I really love her. This is just my own opinion. I feel like her way of writing the chapters is a bit messy. Because, you know, in the chapters, it's it kind of goes in and out of I wouldn't call it messy, but it's just kind of like, how do I say this? Kind of like untidy, you know, like berterabur a bit. But I think it's intended to be written in that way. I don't know lah. It's up to Kak Husna to like talk about it. I didn't write this book. I love this book. But you know, readers have their own opinion, and you know, it's fair. It's just a bit messy because the protagonist kind of has a bit of a dark family history, I would say. So she kind of goes back and forth between like dreams or flashbacks that she has. Psychic, hence the title. So yeah, it can get a little bit messy there because, you know, at one point she's in the present and one point she's in the past, and you're like, you don't know where she is, and there's like dream sequences with other people in them, and you know, it kind of, you know, when I read it I was like, this is another person, like this is not Elena. So it took me a bit of time to kind of figure that out because I didn't know what kind of abilities Elena had, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's basically what I think about this book. And if I were to grade it or rate it, I think out of like 5, probably 4, just because, you know, I just want to make it fair. I feel like giving it a 5, it's definitely like not the best book on the market. I mean, this is a big contender. There are so many good books out there that I can't give all of them 5 stars. So I'm just gonna give it 4. But it's really, I love this book so much, and I would like to give a shout out to Kak Husna Rosli. Thank you so much for helping me. I'm one of her followers, so I really, really love her, and she's given me so much advice on writing and stuff. So she is one of my biggest inspirations. I really like FIXI as well. Shout out to FIXI. You guys, I have I'm a big fan of FIXI. If you guys haven't watched my book collection video, please go and watch it. Majority of books in that video are FIXI books, so I really love FIXI. And for kind of the closing comment of this video, I would just like to congratulate a certain country for getting a new president and a female vice president. Very exciting. Making history, man. I mean, this is kind of weird, living through history. And also, I would just like to say that I do not condone this sort of ideology in the book because it's radical feminism. So you know, they're supposed to be treated equally, no matter if you're a woman or a man. In this world, you are supposed to be treated equally, no matter what. So I do not condone that sort of ideology or behavior. I would also like to just say some kind word there. Treat people with kindness and be strong. Because, you know, I'm going through some stuff. I'm sure that you guys, my viewers, are also going through some stuff because, you know, in Malaysia, we're going through CMCO right now. So, yeah, hang on, guys. You guys can do it. So, yeah, that's the end of my video. So, thank you for watching. Bye! Hope you enjoyed this video.